So today guys, I'm going to teach you how to wheelie or surron LBX in under 10 minutes. So when I first started out wheeling, I thought it was all about the power you had in your bike. And don't get me wrong, you do need a little bit of power. That's why I always put it in sport. It's mostly about skill. So if I sit at the front and it's not going to lift up if I'm sat at the front and I full throttle it. Obviously on powerful bikes that will happen, but if you're like me and you're a fatty now, then what you got to do is you got to sit right at the back of your bike, so about here. That's where I sit, right at back. So you can see I've got all that space. And you want to preload your forks if you can, so you just want to press down, lean back and throttle like that. As I've come to a hill, and to begin with, you can place your feet on the ground like that. And you just want to practice lifting up that front wheel, doing the throttle, and just practice lifting it up and then tapping that brake. So you want to lift it up, tap that brake and bring it back down, just like that. You just want to practice that a couple of times like that. It just becomes muscle memory. You whip it up too fast, tap that brake. When you're doing this guys, you do want to make sure you have sharp brakes, so when you go in, it just lock on straight away. That brake, you got to remember that's your saviour. You want to use this back brake to control yourself as well as stopping yourself from falling back. So you can see when I do wheelie, if I go too far, I use that brake mixed with the throttle and you can wheelie for a longer time. Right guys, so I've come to the bottom of this steep hill, and like I was saying, if you find yourself a steep hill, it's just a cheat code to wheeling, honestly. I would recommend you starting off on a hill. That's how I started. It's a lot easier to bring the front wheel up. As you can see, I didn't do all, and the wheel just came straight up. Yeah, it's a lot easier to find that balance point, as you just saw in that clip. I barely even used the brake. I mean, slightly I used it just when I was going up a little bit too much. And remember, you just got to press. At first I would recommend you slamming that on like that, just to get used to having that back brake there, just so you don't forget it, because it is very important guys. Just remember, your back brake is always there. You bring yourself to a hill, preferably grass, but it's wet around here, so I'm not going to go on grass today. But yeah, you just want to go onto a hill. You can even just do it 2 feet, just like that, and just walk with it, like that. And just remember, your back brake's always there. You can see that I was just walking with it. Just keep practicing on the hill before we take it to flatter ground or even downhill, which is a little bit harder. You want to get used to blinking that throttle. You don't want to speed wheelie like this, where you're not at your balance point, you're just chasing the front wheel. What you want to do is, you want to bring it up to that balance point as soon as you can. You see, I can let off the throttle and I'm still there balancing. So you want to bring it to that point as soon as you can. And then once you get to that point, you just want to stay there. You want to feather the brake. If you're going too far, if you press the brake, you're going down. Throttle, you're going up. Brake, down, throttle, up, brake, down. Just remember that guys, it's simple really when you think about it.